The following podcast is recommended for mature audiences only. The following podcast is recommended for adults only. Maturity is not a requirement.
Hello and welcome to this special Download Festival 2024 Wednesday morning episode. I am Adam, and as always, I'm here with Simon. How you doing, my man?
Yeah, I'm good. You struggled with that, didn't you?
I did struggle with that. Well, I'm going to cut it up and it will sound fine. So no one will know that I struggled with it.
No one will know that you struggled, but believe me, he struggled with that intro. I don't know why, because
I don't know why.
So many of them, but yeah,
I'm good. I think because we normally spend a little bit more time chatting before recording, and I get myself
warmed up a bit.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to recycle this joke. I am joined by another one of my men. Stu is with us this episode too. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm so glad to be welcomed as my man. Everyone else is listening now. They're jealous because I'm referred to as my man. Yes.
Awesome.
Hello. Yeah, thank you for inviting me on. It is once again a pleasure.
Good. I'm going to pass it over to Simon now because you've been doing a lot of these snippets in the episodes telling people what we want from them. So do you want to give a little detail about what this episode is?
I do, yes. Yeah, so like Adam said, for the last few years, we've basically tried to give an episode back to you guys. So we wanted to hear what you guys love about Download, why you're excited, what bands you're excited to see this year, what you're looking forward to. Basically, just give us a lowdown of how you're feeling about Download in general. And yeah, it looks like loads of you guys have come back to us. So again, we'll read out some things from people that people have written to us. We'll take it turns to read those. And we also have some audio clips to play that people have sent us as well. So yeah, this is our episode for you guys to take over. We will discuss in between what you guys have said and obviously comment on those. But yeah, this is your episode. So yeah, looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say about Download.
Awesome. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. I knew I fucked it up. So I knew I was going to come to you after the beginning bit. Well, let's not ramble too much. Let's just go straight into what you guys have sent to us. Shall I go first? Shall I read the first one out?
Yeah, you need the words to warm your mouth up. So yes,
I do. I need Simon to warm.
And he
my
will try and read this much. I'm sure this will be more coherent than most write-ups for bands. So I'm sure he will do a better job of this than he has to put together broken English for the bands when they put their descriptions up. So go on, Ad. You better.
I know that was a dig. I know that was a dig at the band, but I thought I did quite well with those this year anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
Even the rubbish ones.
You done good because they were horrendously written. So you done really well.
Yeah. Right. Let's see what you guys have said. Wednesday morning, Download Festival 2024. Here we come. The first one is from Happy Hammer. Download is my happy place. It does my mental health the world of good just being there. This year there's not many bands I'm desperate to see, so I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of bands I haven't seen before. Blackstone Cherry and Lord of the Lost I'll definitely see. After that I'll give my partner a free run of who we see. My best Download memories are seeing Chester with Linkin Park, getting engaged during Lacuna Coil set in 2015. Congratulations. Rob Zombie. Rob Zombie reading the names of the stalls while on the second stage. When he read one sign saying hats and socks, he announced, "Anyone who came here looking for hats and socks, you came to the wrong fucking place." It tickled me. Later, Rob shouted, "Everyone waved to the plane," as a plane took off from the airport. And obviously, everyone did. I'm assuming that's meant to say. My Heather said, "How cool would it be if some parent on the plane said to their kid, 'Wave out the window to the downloaders,' just as Rob said that to the crowd."
That would have been great. That would have been perfect timing, perfect coincidence.
Yeah, and that was a cool one to start with.
Definitely, and you got engaged at Download, which is a huge deal. That's awesome. That's a memory that'll never be taken. And I think what they were saying about some of the best downloads I've had are ones where there's not that many bands I want to see. So just go and check out a load of random shit, and it ends up being really good.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And I've said before, there's been years where there weren't many bands I wanted to see. So I didn't go check out anybody. I just
I was
going to
say, so you went round and checked out all the bands, didn't you? Yeah,
yeah. Stayed in the campsite. Cool. Who wants to read the second one out?
Simon, take it away.
This one's from Nobby. It's quite a long one, so bear with me. Hey guys, last year was my first download. I'd been wanting to go for years, but none of the lads wanted to go. In the end, I saw the 2002 footage on Sky while having a beer and booked for 2023. Eventually, a few of us went and we were lucky enough to kip in the campervan pitches. Before I'd even had a shower on the Monday when I got home, I'd booked this year. The thing I loved the most was hearing the bands that I didn't know. I've not been massively into a lot of modern metal, so my research for the last year got me into some of the bands like Architects and Parkway. Oh, Stu will like that. This year, I'm really looking forward to Offspring, Limp Bizkit, Sum 41, and Raw Blood. I've massively got back into Soft Play, great band. They're pretty much front punks dead for people like me, and I love them for it. There's a fair amount going on lower down too. Friday is looking like the main stage from the off. Saturday is a bit mixed, hopefully, While She Sleeps and Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes, Enter Shikari and Offspring. Then Sunday is a catastrophe. How the hell are we going to see everyone? I agree with that. Having only been once, I have to say my favourite memory was Pendulum last year. Not a band I like particularly, but they did nail their set. Didn't stop dancing while they were on. Definitely the best band of the weekend for me. Jesus. The security at the entrance to the campervan site from the arena were ace. None of the grumpy fuckers that you normally hear about. They knew we were looking to have a great time and added a little bit of fun to it. Big shout out though for the whole vibe. I had such fun. I cannot remember a lot from the headliners other than Slipknot, as I wasn't quite pissed that night. Number 1 and 2 targets for me are to get to the front of Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes and get on the big wheel when Avenged are on.
Nice. Yeah, well done for work.
Sounds good.
Yeah. It took me a little while to realise that was Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes. I was not going to look it up. I was looking at it thinking, I know who it's going to be. Work it out. You did it straight.
Yeah, I was quite impressed. Like just on the spot, figured it out.
I saw it. I thought that looks like Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes. Hey, I got it right. But yeah, awesome. You know, first, literally, your second download, I find, is better than your first download, because your first download, you're literally like, I can't handle all this. You're so overstimulated. You know, your brain just can't get everything in it. Like, I remember that in 2005. And then your second download, you're like, right, I kind of know what to expect. And you sort of have your eyes open a little bit more. So I always preferred my second download to my first download. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I'm sure that they're going to have a much better time this year than they did last year.
I don't remember either of my first 2 downloads, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't remember much of my first, to be honest. So, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
We don't all have
I don't plan on remembering much of this one, to be honest.
And I'm the oldest one here, by the way. And yet I remember everything. These two don't remember anything somehow.
Exactly. You must have.
That's the only reason I'm vlogging this year, so I can watch it back afterwards and remind myself what happened.
Good. To be fair, yeah. If you'd vlogged from the first one, you'd be like, oh, I mean, I'm never going to forget it now.
Yeah. You must have some kind of eidetic memory or something. I don't fucking remember shit.
Just a freak, mate. Just a freak.
Just a freak.
Just a freak with a microphone.
Awesome. We're going to go into our first audio clip now.
Okay.
That's in there. Okay.
Oh, you've got them one.
I've numbered them up. For some reason they're backwards. So we go 5 down to 1.
5 down to 1. Really? You don't just want to go to 1?
We'll go to 1 first, then we'll go right to left.
Just because it's the wrong way around. We'll start at 5. That's going to get confusing, isn't it?
Left to right. Always left to right.
I know. We'll do it the Japanese way. We'll read the other way.
Okay, fine. Number 1. We'll work out we're all listening to different ones. Okay, I'm going to listen.
You'll have to wait for me to actually find it. I've currently just clicked on my wife's CV on Google Drive. So.
Should we read that out?
She has 3 years experience in... What number are we starting on? Sorry.
Number 1.
Number 5.
Like a normal bunch of people
logical
should.
Number 3. We'll go 3, 4, 1, 2, 5. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god, that's the same number on my luggage.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I need to get my kids to watch Spaceballs. They'll love
Oh
it.
my God. That film is just incredible. I was
They-
actually, I must have my Facebook so tailored to my nerd shit. And it come off a picture with the black guy in the desert with the afro comb on the sand. And it said, if you don't know, if you can't hear this picture, then we can't be friends. I'm like, I could just hear it straight away already.
Yeah. Stu, have you seen it? Space.
I remember watching it once.
Watch it again.
Quite loosely, to be honest. So I'm taking a back seat.
Yeah, it's good. You should, watch it again because it's one of those ones. It's just,
Just imagine if we had free reign to pick whatever films they play on at the cinema at Download one year. We should try and get that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I would die for a screening of Spaceballs. Oh my God,
Spaceballs.
yes, please.
Do like a Dear Download presents.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this sounds great.
We'll sponsor the football pitch and the cinema of Spaceballs.
Just take over.
Oh my God, Dear Download branded footballs. Now you're talking.
Now we're talking.
Now we're on to something. And we could get them in the Prem as well, be the sponsor of the Premier League football. That's Dear
It's like
Download.
Sky's the limit.
We are Wrexham.
Yeah, we are Wrexham. And we are Dear Download.
Adam and Simon are the next Rob McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds.
Sounds good. Right, should we listen to this audio clip? Number
Yeah, sorry.
1.
Have you got it up, Stu?
It's right up.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hi all, I'm Chris Henderson. This will be my second year at Download. First one was last year. Nearly being 40, that's a surprise, but I never really got into festivals or never really had like the friends and stuff to go to them. So I was made up last year when my brother said, let's go to Download. And obviously we're going this year and the plan's to go to every year now, as long as I'm alive, I suppose. Obviously that's if my wife lets me, that is. The bands I most look forward to seeing are Limp Bizkit, The Offspring, Machine Head. These are 3 of the big bands from my formative years getting into metal. I spent a lot of time, watching the videos, listening to CDs, but I never got to see any live. So this is an amazing lineup for me. I'm also looking forward to seeing some of the heavier bands as well. Celestial Sanctuary, Diartus Murder, and Dying Fetus. I really hate saying their name, makes me feel a bit dirty, but I really enjoy their music, so I'm going to be in there to see them. As cliche as it sounds, what I'm most looking forward to at Download is just getting there, enjoying my time, getting to listen to loads of great bands, drinking, and generally just having a great time with the friends I'm going to, and hopefully, meeting all you Dear Download folks when we're there. Well, as I said, last year was my first Download, so my favourite Download memory is probably just the whole thing. It was just like a big experience for me. Loads of great bands, enjoying my time there. The camping was quite fun as well with my brother. One thing I will say though is not really listening to Bring Me the Horizon before going. Their show was fantastic. Massive flames. Everyone's been talking about how good they were live last year. And since seeing them live, I've been listening. To them quite a bit. Really enjoyed the stuff. So what Download means to me, I think it's just being in the presence of like-minded people. As I said, a lot of my friends, or most of my friends, don't actually listen to metal or any type of rock music. They're more like dance music and all that jazz, which doesn't really do it for me. So apart from my brother and the 2 mates coming with us this year, I'm not really surrounded by loads of people who listen to music. So just going to Download and being around people and seeing how much everyone else enjoys the music like I do is just a joy for me. Yeah. I think that's it for me. So thanks for listening, and I hope I'll see you all soon. Peace.
Thank you, Chris Henderson. Yeah, that was cool. That was an awesome one.
Yeah.
Lots of cool stuff in there. The same thing as a lot of people have. Go for the whole experience, not just the music. But yeah, Bring Me the Horizon as well. I was exactly the same. Wasn't the biggest
I thought
fan.
of you when he said that he was saying obviously that, wasn't a fan of Bring Me, and I'm sure it's the same for a lot of people, like you included.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And I like that saying Dying Fetus made you feel dirty. What quality that was.
Yeah, it's got a great accent. Great accent. I also
That was a good.
I think
good
it's
listen.
difficult. What, like he was saying, like a lot of his mates aren't into the same music, so you wouldn't really have the opportunity to go to festivals. And obviously he, like I said, he's around 40, and back in the day you didn't have Camp Loner, you didn't have any of that sort of stuff to sort of get you to want to go by yourself. So it's understandable that it would take people so long to go, even though they are into metal the whole time. So, but it's right we're saying, being at Download with like-minded people, that is one of the best reasons to be there, because it literally feels like you're coming home, like you're going home and everyone's there and you're just like sick. Everyone's just here. This is great.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, there's a reason why people say it's the annual pilgrimage.
Yeah.
It's something you have to go to every year. Yeah.
And that's coming from someone who literally has been every year. So it really is a pilgrimage for you. Definitely.
Yeah. But yes, that was awesome. Thank you so much, Chris Henderson. We're going to go back to reading some now. Stu, it's your turn to read. Do you want to read the next one on the list?
I would love to. The next one is from Super Punmans, or otherwise known as Dylan. So, what Download means to me is simply it's my happy place where you can act like yourself and there's no judging and no weird looks because of the music you like or the way you dress. It's more like a family. I have a couple of favourite moments, but one of the best moments came from last year, in which I got front row for Evanescence, seeing one of the bands that has always been on my bucket list to see a band that got me into rock and eventually heavier music. Being front row for that was a starstruck moment, which, when My Immortal and Bring Me to Life played, I cried due to the happy emotions those songs give. This year, it seemingly is going to be Clash hell. We can all agree with that. Especially on the Sunday, we can all agree with that. And I expect everyone to be running from stage to stage like a crazy person, but getting to see some amazing bands from top to bottom. My top 5 bands to see this year are Fear Factory, Baby Metal, Mr. Bungle, Thy Art Is Murder, and Sum 41.
Awesome.
I think I can definitely agree with some of those bands.
100%.
Simon was quite happy with the hand gestures he was making.
I was rocking out, so I was like, yes. Very cool.
Yeah. I know I've said on the show before, I got emotional to Iron Maiden in 2022. I'd already seen them like probably 10 times, but I got emotional then. I know you've also said, Simon, you got emotional during Killswitch at Bloodstock.
I did,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Stu?
I've never happened to me before. Wave of emotion. I was just like, okay, I guess this is happening then.
Special moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was on Stu's shoulders for most of it.
Getting emotional from the weight. You.
He's like, fuck me, this fat bastard. Fucking hell.
At least he's losing losing some weight from his tears, executing his
That's
body.
it, yeah, I could feel it.
Have you ever had a moment like
Get
that?
emotional at a gig. I'm racking my brains to think. I probably have, but I'm a right softie. I'll get emotional listening to music on the way to work, so I probably have. I'll be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
The amount of times I've listened to Enter Shikari on the way to work, and I'm like, oh fuck it.
I'm gonna think about that now.
Especially Satellites.
Next time I listen to Enter Shikari, I'm gonna think Stu is crying somewhere right now listening to it.
Yeah. No, I think during Satellites this year, maybe I'll have a little cry, maybe. So if you see me, just pass me a tissue. Or something.
There you go. Give him the Kleenex. I think what Dylan was saying about people running, like, because people are saying there's clashes, right? Could you imagine if it's literally just like there's just hordes of people just running past each other at all points in the day, like just, and then like it stops for like half an hour, and then it's just like weird, crazy spaghetti junction where everyone's just going mental running. Because that's how I feel. Like every single band I want to see on every day is on a different stage, every single one.
Yeah.
Like the amount of steps. I think my average steps for last year was 30,000 steps per day. I think I'm going to beat that this year.
Yeah.
Like legitimately.
You know, I actually looked at mine. I think it came up in conversation on the Discord recently, and everyone was like, "Oh, got 37,000 steps this time last." Like they looked back on the calendar, and I think in being an RIP, I must have just. I obviously didn't need to travel very far, so I was doing more steps on an average day at work than I did it down last year. Everyone else was showing off like 37,000. I think my maximum was like 21. Maybe.
Yeah.
So
I told you before though, you looked You didn't look like you'd been at a festival, mate. You look like you'd been at a fucking spa when I saw you last year, literally. He's so calm and like he looked so tanned, but like even like he'd had like ladies massaging me. He looked all like loose and free, and he was all smiley. I was like, this guy is either on something or he's been to a fucking spa. I'm telling you right now.
It's the RIP effect.
There was nice music playing wherever he went. Came into his sort of vicinity, and you could hear the pan pipes.
Doves circling. It's all going to change this year. Obviously, I'm back with the scruffs.
Right.
So
you're in with the scum again this year.
Shall I read the next one?
I've got my wet wipe packed anyway.
Oh, good. One singular wet wipe.
My trusty wet wipe. Yeah.
I've seen you
anyway,
you
yes,
can
Dylan,
body
thank
wipe.
you very much.
It's like-
Thank you.
Sorry.
Go
Yes.
on. I was just
I've
saying
seen-
thank you to this.
Yeah, I've seen you can get body wipes, but they're like towel-sized wet wipes. It's
What,
ridiculous.
like huge ones.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh.
They come in like a little pack, like a normal pack, I think. But then you pull it out, and it's like a full-on body-sized wipe.
Jesus. Okay.
So we could take it in turns on that one.
Yeah, got 3 people using the same wipe. That's your bit. That's my bit. That's the Drew's bit.
That corner's for arses. That corner's for the face. Don't mix it up.
Jesus.
Right, I will read the next written submission, and it's
Thank
from
God.
Will C. I first visited Donington Park back in 2002 at the ripe old age of 16. It wasn't my first festival, as I'd previously been to Glastonbury, but it was the first festival I had chosen to go to due to the bands that were playing. I hated every minute of Glastonbury, but there was something about the then called Ozfest that clicked for me. Strangely, I was a bit of an outcast in the metal community, as I wore a lot of tracksuits and was very much into garage and rap music, but I was made to feel welcome. I revisited Donington in 2004 and 2005 and absolutely loved it. From going to uni and subsequently being an adult with the joys of bills, I didn't revisit Download until 2022. I bought a day ticket with the sole purpose of watching the mighty Ice 9 Kills. I travelled 4 hours up from sunny Bognor Regis and had the most incredible time. I decided that I would go for the full weekend in 2023 and even talked my wife into coming. We had a small group of us set up in Quiet Camp and enjoyed every tiring second. As soon as the event was over, we had ordered tickets for 2024, and we cannot wait. We love Download as the atmosphere is amazing, and it is a chance to completely switch off from day-to-day life and fully immerse ourselves into something out the ordinary. Highlights for me are Dillinger Escape Plan opening the main stage in 2002, such a racket for a midday slot. Linkin Park headlining the Saturday in 2004, followed by a run of Machine Head, Slayer, Korn, Slipknot, followed by Joey playing drums for Head. I said that the wrong way round. We talked about that this last night, actually, but that's not going to be anything. Sorry, I'll start that bit again. Followed by a run of Machine Head, Slayer, Slipknot, Korn, then followed by Joey playing drums for a headline Metallica set. Malevolence, followed by my first time seeing Ice 9 Kills in 2022. Bring Me the Horizon headlining 2023, and in the most incredible way. I cannot wait to make more memories this year and hope to meet some of you out there. Top 5 bands for this year. Number 1, no, I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to do 5 upwards. 5, Electric Callboy. 4, Until I Wake. 3, Of Mice and Men. 2, Defects. 1, Limp Bizkit. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. What are you laughing at? What's going on?
It's laughing at you.
Me? Why?
Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit. Fucking up your...
I need a snacky poo.
I need a snacky bowl. To be fair, though, that run, like they said, Machine Head, Slayer, Slipknot, Korn, and then Metallica, that is absolutely ludicrous. That is, you know, some of those early Download lineups, when you look back, you're just like, wow, you know, that is crazy. That's worth like £2,000, let alone the, I don't know, 80 quid or whatever you paid for it back in the day.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane.
I think it was 85 quid. I was impressed with Defects being number 2 there. We've spoken about Defects a lot in the Discord. I've seen them talked about a lot everywhere else. They're
Yeah.
opening the Dogtooth stage on the Friday. It's
Yeah.
going to be at 1:00.
Hopefully they'll get a
And
big
it-
crowd because, like you said,
it'll be
I've seen
rammed.
people on Facebook talking about them. We've talked about them quite a lot. Heard other people talking about them. I was listening to the Ready to Mosh podcast today, and their download review, download like build up to download part 1,
Yeah.
and they talked about Defects as well. So like everyone is obviously on a Defects hype.
Yeah. It's going to be ridiculous. We're going to have a little mini meet up there, I think, in the arena, like we did last year for Anti-Saint. So yeah, it's going to be good. There's one thing he said I wanted to jump on, but it's gone again. What was he talking about?
Travel. He's saying travelled up from sunny Bognor Regis.
Yeah,
Bognor Regis Butlins was one of the best times I've ever had.
Unreal. I was gonna say, oh, you go there quite a bit, don't you? But that's Lyme Regis you go to, isn't
It's
it?
Lyme Regis, yeah, not
Yeah.
Bognor Regis. But Bognor Regis, yeah. Bognor Regis Butlins, one of my favourite weekends ever.
Yeah, nice. I was going to say about how so many people said they ordered tickets for the next year, like on the Monday of the download the previous year. And I've never got any money left. I'm always absolutely
how
skint.
do you people have the money to buy these early bird tickets? Like, what are you doing? What are you being smart with your money?
Yeah,
Is this what it is? They're just being smart with their money. They've just got money saved.
yeah,
That's probably what it is. Yeah.
probably. I mean, Stu's done it before. Well, I know you did it with RIP. You needed some of that money back, but the fact that you had the money there in the first place to pay for
Yeah.
RIP.
Yeah, it's all gone now. I've now got a 1.5-year-old, so
Yeah.
It's just gone.
it's lucky I'm going this year, to be honest.
Well, to be honest, mine is smoking. I probably spend £40 to £50 a week on smoking generally. Maybe about 40 quid.
So you really
Yeah.
could be an RIP if you stopped smoking.
I could, yeah, I really could. Cigarettes and beer, I spend way too much money on. Yeah, I would have a lot of money if I didn't do either of those.
Yeah.
I would have a lot of money. But I'm sure
Have you
there's
got a
something
vape
else.
yet?
I have, but I haven't used it much. I don't like it very much.
You got to get used to it, man. Listen, I miss smoking rollies, okay? I miss smoking rollies every day, but the vape was a good way to go to get off,
Yeah.
or at least get onto the vape. Like, it really, I think you should just try your hardest to get on the vape.
The one that was suggested to me, it's got like strawberry ice and watermelon ice, and I just don't think I like the flavors. I'm going to get a different one with a
My
flavor.
apple juice one.
My personal one's grape. Yeah, you need an apple juice
Apple juice
flavor,
flavour
man.
vape.
Oh my god,
I'll have a look.
Scrumpy vape.
Scrumpy Jack vape.
Oh, and I know what else I was going to say. He said about it's a chance to completely switch off from day-to-day life, and
Yes.
yeah,
Good point.
absolutely. Obviously, it's different now because I've got kids and I'll need my phone just in case Kelly or somebody from the school needs to get hold of me. But I used to love, just as soon as I got there, I would let my phone die. I would take any charges or anything. I'd let my phone die whenever it died, and I would have no phone for the rest of the weekend.
Done that before as well. Yeah.
Yeah. I even bought myself I might bring it this year. I bought myself a pocket sundial for if I needed to know the time because I didn't have my phone.
What on earth?
Yeah. So we're going to get it and show you.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's going to be a bit dusty now because I bought it a long time ago.
He can't just say pocket sundial and then not show us what it is. What the fuck?
So if you ask him what the time is when you're in the avalanche, he'll have to run outside, and then he'll come back, and he'll give you the time that it was 3 minutes ago.
Oh,
It
Jesus.
is very dusty, but here it is.
Oh my god.
And you put that thing up. Does that bit go up? I think that bit goes up. And you have to point a specific direction, but it's got the little magnet thing inside. I don't know if you can see because it's really dusty. And you just hold it like that and you turn whichever way you're supposed to turn and it'll tell you the time.
Oh my god.
To be fair, that is pretty download, to be fair.
Yeah.
I can imagine someone whipping one of them out and they just use it on a daily basis. Like, they don't possess a watch. They just have a sundial in the pocket.
Well, I always wanted somebody to ask me what the time was, and I would be like, "Oh, yeah, I know what the time is." hang on a minute.
Oh, that would be. Just imagine that person like just going, "What on earth? Why has this guy pulled a sundial out?"
No, I think that has to be one way or the other, maybe. But yeah, I'm going to take it this year. Actually, I'm going to remember it.
Nice.
We can have a look at the
I
time
can't wait to
and see how accurate it is.
Yeah.
It's going to be overcast all weekend.
If you see-
He's going to just not know what time it is.
I think that was the problem. The first few years I took it, when I bought it, it was never sunny enough to find out what the time was.
You should have bought it last year, and the fucking thing would have melted if you got it too close to it.
Yeah, if you see me, ask me what the time is, and I will tell you if it's sunny. Get me on your vlogs and pictures and everything. I want to be famous for having a pocket sundial. There we go.
Jesus.
Thank you. Right. Is that 2 of the written ones we've done? Yeah, we have. So we're going to another. Sorry. Thank you, Will C. That was awesome. Thank you for writing in. Let's go to another audio clip.
Good morning, everybody. It's George here. In the words of Fred Durst, you know what time it is. It's Wednesday morning. It's Download Festival 2024. And what a treat we've got in store for us. It's been a long year waiting for this, and we've finally made it. I cannot stress enough how much I'm looking forward to sitting in my chair, cracking a beer open, seeing some of you lovely lot, and seeing some incredible bands over the next 5 days. The bands I'm most looking forward to, Limp Bizkit, they're my top one. I've been waiting to see them since I was probably 6 years old. I remember my dad buying me chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavoured water off the back of me constantly singing along to Rollin' every time The Undertaker came out on WWF back then. To be fair, I just saw that as my dad giving me permission to swear for the rest of my life, and that was lovely of him. Thank you, Dad. Yeah, other than Limp Bizkit, Avenged Sevenfold, While She Sleeps, Shikari, so many bands that I'm looking forward to. But that's not all that it's about, is it? It's about the community, spending that time surrounded by people that are like ourselves, not having to worry about if we're going to disappoint our parents because of our life choices. We're just there to have fun, and honestly, it's just going to be the best 5 days. It doesn't matter what genre of music you're into, there's something for you at Download this year. And I sincerely hope that every single one of you has the best weekend of your life. I'll see you all there in the pit.
What a guy, George Butler. Thank you for sending that in. That was really cool and funny. Funny guy. He's we talked about him last episode, and he's actually been doing some YouTube vlogs as well recently.
Yeah.
So I think last episode I put a link to his YouTube in the episode description. I'll put it in this one as well. Yeah, really cool. Good intro. Limp Bizkit.
I was just thinking that if his dad had bought him the censored version of Chocolate Starfish, could you imagine like just being that young and being like, there's gonna be so much swearing on this album, and your dad bought you the red disc that has all of the swearing cut out. Oh, that would suck so bad.
Yeah.
Great album though, really good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Limp Bizkit. They could have headlined. We talked about that recently, haven't we?
Yeah. No problem. Yeah, definitely.
Cool. But again, thank you, George Butler, for that one. We will see you. We'll talk about. We're definitely going to do a meetup as well. It's going to be, let's say 6:30 on the Thursday. I'll put some posts out on the social medias and the Discord exactly where. I know where we're going to do it, but I can't describe it right now.
What?
I know exactly where it's going to be.
And it's going to come to life. What?
Just look for a man with his sundial in District X.
Yes. So, who's the next written one? Simon, you want to do the next written?
It's me. Hold on. Sorry, I closed the thing. I don't.
Here's a question. Limp Bizkit trivia. How many times has Fred Durst watched Fight Club?
28 times.
That's in the Fight Club. About 28 times. Correct.
Nice.
Ding, 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 ding.
I was literally like, how many times did he watch Fight Club? Oh, yeah, 28.
Awesome.
There you go. I'll try and think of
that
more.
would be, if I got to interview Fred Durst, I would say to him, can you tell me now how many times you've seen Fight Club? I want to know if he's extended or if he only ever watched it 28 times.
He's watched it 29 times.
I watched it 29 times. Oh, what are we doing?
You're reading the next...
I'm reading something. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who was that one from? They're at the top. Oh, okay, yeah. So this one is from Shannon Jade. Download is my happy place. It's where I feel welcome, and it's like one huge family. From the very first time I went, it's like everyone just welcomes you with open arms, and the atmosphere is unmatched. I've never had a bad experience there, and everyone is so helpful, and the crowd etiquette is always amazing. This year is pretty slim on the band front, but I think my most anticipated has to be Bad Omens. Didn't they pull out?
Oh no, yeah, this was.
Sorry,
20
Shannon. I hope you like Funeral for a Friend. Bad Omens, Avenged Sevenfold, Fall Out Boy, Why She Sleeps, and Delilah Bon. But even when the lineup isn't stacked, I still love floating from stage to stage and having a good time. Best memories would be seeing Hot Milk in 2019, having a good time. I went up one. Sorry. Best memories would be seeing Hot Milk in 2019, when they had like 5 songs to sing them last year on the main stage, and just seeing that growth and seeing them sell out shows in between. Just felt like such a magical thing to witness last year. Another standout would be Bring Me the Horizon. I'm a huge fan, so seeing them win over all the haters was epic, and I think it will take a lot for a headliner to beat that performance. I agree. Download is the only festival I would buy a ticket for without knowing the lineup, because I know it will be amazing. It will be an amazing time, even when there isn't a single band I like.
Yeah.
I agree
true.
with that.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like where Glastonbury don't tell you the bands and you have to get a ticket, I feel like I would, if I had the money to get an early bird ticket, I would just buy a ticket for Download, because, like she said, you just know you're going to have a good time. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, like Adam, you spent loads of times not seeing bands but at the campsite, but I can bet you still had an absolutely amazing time.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this you don't even need to see the bands at Download to have a good time.
No.
So
Yeah, it's less the bands, more the company that you keep as well, isn't it? So,
definitely, and like
look at
yeah,
Bloodstock last year. The lineup was it last year? Are we in? Yeah, we're
Yeah.
in a new year. The lineup wasn't great, but myself, Simon, and a few other guys, we went to Bloodstock last year, and the lineup wasn't even, we need to get tickets for this lineup kind of thing. We just kind of went, and it's probably the best festival I've been to, short of 1 or 2 downloads. But considering I didn't know any band other than maybe Knocked Loose and Killswitch Engage, it was an incredible time.
yeah, definitely, I agree with that. You can go with your mates and just doesn't matter who's playing, just go for it. You'll have a great time.
Yeah. Do you know, I've done the same for Download. I mean, you know who the headliners are and some of the big bands, but I've been looking through some of the old posters recently, as sort of prep for the live show, and looking at them, and I don't think I spent any time looking at some of these posters back from, like, I don't know, early 2010s, 2011 to 12, 13. I knew I was going to be going, so I just didn't really bother looking it up or researching or anything.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And now I'm the opposite. I do a ridiculous amount of research and looking things up.
Probably too much research. Yeah, it's true. You've gone way the other way.
Yeah. No, it's cool. Right. How many have we done? Is there another?
I think we got one more. We got one more read,
Yeah.
and then
Cool. You want to go for the next one, Stu?
yes, I'll take this one. So the next one is from Quirky Turtle. I was thinking today, like, everyone's got such random names. When we meet in person, it's going to be, oh, all right, I'm Dave.
I'm Dave.
Dave. Oh,
Oh, Quirky
this isn't your
Turtle.
name, but
Yeah,
you know, Quirky Turtle. Oh, Quirky Turtle.
It was
Of course I know
it
you
was
are.
the same at the meetup last year. We had
Yeah.
loads of people from the Discord, and I had to say to them, "What's your Discord name?" We had Cookies on Toast. He disappeared. He just completely disappeared. He came to the meetup. and
yeah.
never
Some
heard
people
from
have
him.
just gone
Evaporated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
into dust. Sorry, go on, Stu.
Sorry.
Right. Quirky Turtle. Last year was my first download. Myself and my missus had been planning to go for years, but for one reason or another, it just didn't happen until 2023. I came across a couple of vlogs on YouTube from Simon, Chids, and SMTV Stu's channels, and we ended up booking RIP tickets right away. Still waiting for that commission. We had such a great time in 2023 that we ended up securing tickets for 2024 on the road home from DL20. For me, the lineup last year was perfect. I had been lucky enough to see Metallica before, but to see them in a festival setting playing hits like Whiplash, King Nothing, and many others was such a treat. Another highlight for me was seeing Bring Me the Horizon take the headline slot on the Friday night. A band that I've seen so many times over the years. Bring Me the Horizon, a band that I've seen so many times over the years. Seeing them go on to putting on shows in small, intimate venues to headline in Download was incredible. As 2024 will only be our second time attending the festival, I'm looking forward to a more relaxed vibe this year, particularly on the Wednesday and Thursday, to allow us to explore the village a little more. I also cannot wait to get back to Pop-Tater to grab some of those chips with the pink garlic mayo. If you haven't tried these, they are an absolute must. I'd have to try those. I'm so excited to be back again this year, and hopefully we'll bump into some of you there. My top 5 bands for this year are Limp Bizkit, Pantera, Avenged, Bleed From Within, and Guilt Trip. Thank you very much, Quirky Turtle.
Awesome.
Great name. Yeah, great name.
Yeah.
Quite quirky.
Yeah, I know I complained about not having a Thursday to ourselves last year a lot. I've seen a lot of people saying this year that they're glad they got the Thursday back. So it's not just me.
Although you're working
I think
on
I
Thursday.
agree, yeah.
You're working on Thursday.
I'm
mate.
working on the Thursday, yes.
Just don't feel like you're going to be getting all your Thursday back because you're working, mate. So
Well, I mean, I take that overseeing other bands.
okay.
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed last year where it was Wednesday and then it was right, go. I quite liked that. And really, I mean, the bands didn't start till so late on Thursday. It didn't really bother me that much last year, losing that bit of the Thursday, if I'm honest. If they were to say, from now on, we're going to put a half-day bands on the Thursday going forward, I wouldn't be that bothered by that.
Yeah.
It was a weird one last year because Thursday, because as you say, they started so late. It was almost like everyone from Download was going to a Metallica gig and these were just the bands supporting them.
Yeah.
Which was a really weird vibe last year, wasn't it? Because it didn't start so early.
That's true, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
It did have that feed in, like you just sort of turned up, or you were turning up late to something, like halfway through the day, where you're like, oh, I've missed half the day, because we're like, you know, the sun's setting, and we've only just got into the arena. So, yeah, that was weird.
Yeah. Awesome.
Food. We need to try some pink garlic mayo. Was it pink garlic mayo? I didn't see that
The
one.
guys on Ready to Mosh were
Pop-Tato.
talking about that and saying that that stuff was great as well. So I think there are a few people that are genuinely looking forward to this pink mayo.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So she said,
God
what,
knows.
he or she, I don't know who it was, they said Pop-Tartar. And luckily for us, all of the food vendors are on the app now, so I can go and have a look.
Oh,
Yeah.
We'll
have a
find
quick
out.
look.
I was proper chuffed when I saw gyozas was on the menu.
Oh, they're so
because
good.
We had those at Bloodstock,
Yeah.
and I think it's the same vendor, and they were incredible.
Do you know
so I'll
what,
be
though?
having those.
They gave me the worst farts ever.
Yeah. Oh, farts.
Yeah. Literally the worst. Like, they were amazing, but I could not stop farting that whole evening, man. It was horrible. I won't be eating them again.
You can cut this bit out, but was that when you had the wet fart?
Oh, I shit myself at last year. Yeah.
I did
I
not
actually-
know that. We've
Yeah, I did.
we've
Was that courtesy
spoken
of the gyozas?
we've spoken like
Yeah.
26 times since last download, at least. And I didn't know that.
So
And you've
So
not
this
told
is-
me you shit yourself
Th-
once.
This is the second download where I've shit myself. So 2009 I shit myself, and then Bloodstock I shit myself. So
Oh,
second
Bloodstock.
festival.
Oh, I thought you were talking about download.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, not down at Bloodstock. Yeah,
Sorry, I missed it. What was it that made you shit yourself? Oh,
Was it the
Gyozas.
gyozas, or was it a different day?
no, it was that day. Yeah,
Oh, it was.
Oh.
yeah. They made me fart and fart and fart, and then I farted too hard. And it was
it doesn't look
not
like.
just a fart.
It's all right. It's not like you're telling an entire fan base.
I don't care. But I, like so bad that like it wasn't just in my butt crease and it was like, oh, little bits come out. I had to change my boxes because they had poo all over them. So it
Nice.
was
Lovely.
that bad. Yeah,
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, whilst we're on the subject of food, well, I suppose both.
it's food technically.
You may have seen that they're doing a chili eating contest.
Yeah.
And yeah, I did sign up.
What?
But before we get too excited, I have. I started doing like training and that. I bought a load of chilies and what they're called, ghost chilies and stuff like that. And I was eating them just as a snack, going to the fridge and that. And I was cooking them into my dinner and whatever. And the one day after work, I had another one, and I trusted a fart, basically. And one wet fart later, a quick email saying, "Sorry guys, I'm not going to make it to the chili eating contest." So yeah, I thought this would be good content, but yeah, I was in the comfort of my own home, so it was okay. But if I'm at Download Festival, and
Yeah.
it wouldn't have been good. It was funny though, because I says, "I can't make it. We're actually coming on the Thursday." He says, "Oh, I'll put you down for the Thursday."
Oh my
Then
god.
what happened?
So yeah, hats off to anyone who is doing the chili eating, because that's it's going to be a spicy one.
Did you then have
Yeah,
to own up
Jesus.
and say, no, I just don't want to do it anymore? Or are you still down for doing it on Thursday?
Well, I didn't want to sound the email. Sorry, I've just shit myself. I'm currently cleaning up as we speak. But no, I'm well and truly backed out.
Okay.
Yeah. I will keep an eye out for the hot dog eating competition though.
Yeah, that one.
That'll be
You've got to be
free
good.
food essentially. So save a few
Free
quid.
food.
we spoke about that in the last episode with Simon's brother as well.
Yeah.
We had hot dogs last night. I ate 2, and then I couldn't eat anymore. I was absolutely stunned.
Dude, that's mine as well. When I make hot dogs, I make 2 hot dogs and some chips. And after the hot dogs and chips, I'm fucking done, mate. There is no way I'm eating any more than 2 hot dogs. No way.
Yeah, you have to let us know if you manage to get into the hot dog eating contest, and try and get your brother in it as well. If he reckons he can eat 20.
Yeah, I'll be worried about what damage he can do actually, because we've always referred to him as mum referred to him as the bottomless pit when we were kids, because the man just ate. I mean, he's 6'4", and he must just have a hollow body all the way through, where
hollow
it just
legs.
goes down to his feet and just
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Let's go for the next audio clip then.
Hello everyone, I'm Vicky, and if you haven't already guessed from my accent, I'm from Newcastle. This year will be my 6th download, my last being in 2014. I will be heading to the Hollow Grounds with my other half Stephen, my 20-year-old son Tyler, my 17-year-old son Ethan, and my 20-year-old nephew Josh. The bands I'm most looking forward to seeing this year are The Defects, Bad Omens, Fear Factory, Sum 41 and Avenged Sevenfold. As well as all the bands, I'm also looking forward to being back at Download, because there is really no place like it. I love the atmosphere, the sense of community, and best of all, the friendly, like-minded rock and metal heads. I have tons of amazing and fun memories from Download, but the best one was probably watching Linkin Park play their Hybrid Theory album in full, something I will always be glad I was there to witness. As I've said before, Download means so much to me. It's a place where everyone can be themselves without ridicule and hate. It's a place where everyone fits in and looks out for one another. There's no greater sense of community, and as everybody says, it really is like going home, but to one of the biggest families you will ever have. I can't wait to share all of this with my boys, and of course meet everyone from the podcast Discord that I've listened to me blab on for months, and answer all of the questions I've had. So to everyone listening, heading to Download, have an amazing time, and hopefully see everybody there.
Awesome. Thank you, Vicky. I know I've taken the mick out of your accent. I did understand it completely, which I didn't. No, that was
No,
really...
it's just because you can't do a good impression of it. That's why.
I don't want to. It'll infect me, you know. Oh no, I was going to say a horrible thing like I said about Scousers earlier. I can't say that.
What is wrong with you? Why do you hate the North? You just don't like anyone from the North, do you?
Because I'm from the South. What was I saying? Yeah, no, really, thank you. Really kind message. Really, some really good points there. Like back to your family, essentially, which is downloaders. Yeah, family. I'm Vin Diesel.
Yeah, family. But yeah, like, you know, taking your own family as well, like she said, like that's exciting to let them experience and see how Download is and all that sort of stuff, which is great. And Vicky's been one of our biggest advocates in the Discord and everything. So yeah, we're really happy that you're actually coming, and you're going to have an absolute blast. And I hate you as well, because you got to see Linkin Park play Hybrid Theory in full, and I didn't, and that will always haunt me. So yeah, but awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, you're absolutely right. She has been in the Discord and chatting a lot recently, which is awesome, is what we want to see. So thank you, Vicky. Is it my turn to read I will read the next.
It's your turn,
I will
mate.
read the next,
It's your turn, mate.
Written submission. This is from Jaggy Sean. Hey guys, so hyped for Download this year. It's my favourite place to be. Love being in a field, getting drunk and hanging out with like-minded people. The feeling I get arriving on site is unmatched anywhere else I've ever been, and for 5 days I get to switch off from the world. First download was 2011, and I've been every year since. My favourite sets have been Linkin Park 2014 and Bring Me the Horizon last year. There's a trend here. Me and Hayley were right up front having the time of our lives. Although it's probably not many people's favourite, 2022 has some of my favourite memories as it was Hayley's first year, and also my son Leo came along for the party. We boogied to Volbeat, moshed to Korn, and lost our voices to Biffy Clyro. It was a dream to experience it with them both. This year, looking forward to catching some bands I've not seen before like Guilt Trip, Holding Absence, The Offspring, along with some of my favourites, Limp Bizkit, Avenged Sevenfold, and Fall Out Boy. Other than the bands, looking forward to the Dear Download meetup, the new stages, bars and at the Village, and the Doghouse shenanigans. Yeah, all of that. Absolutely awesome. Another one for Linkin Park 2014.
Yeah, I think it was pretty special. I think for everyone that got to witness it, I think it's definitely something that they'll never forget. But like you said, you see a lot of people saying Bring Me the Horizon.
Mm-hmm.
And what I was going to say before, which I forgot to say, I can't remember whose submission it was in, but if last year was your first download year, what a year that would be for your that really would keep you coming back, wouldn't it? If last year was your first year.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
2005 download for me was great, but it was nothing compared to download last year for scale and bands and everything. So, yeah, and that one blew me away. So, for the first time, as God knows what last year did, it must have just blew their minds entirely. So it's cool to see that Bring Me the Horizon is up there with even people that have been going to download for a long time, like us.
Yeah.
And saying that Bring Me the Horizon was one of their favourite sets, which is cool.
Yeah. One question I've been curious about, when would you have Bring Me the Horizon back? How long would you wait to get them back? Next year? Yeah, me too.
Next year, yeah. You could do a year gap, and then maybe they might not play for 3. It depends. They're in a pivotal moment with their career at the moment, I think. I'm not sure how much higher the bar can go for them. I'm not sure how much better they could do playing the type of music that they play.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the ceiling is for Bring Me the Horizon, but if this is the ceiling for Bring Me the Horizon, then they should definitely come back next year and we can all ride the wave.
Yeah.
While they're all the way up here, because there's only one way down when you're up there. So yeah.
Yeah. You think the same, Stu?
Yeah, I'd say so. They just need to do a Maiden with them, I think, and just milk them for what they're worth whilst everyone's, like you say, riding the hype train. Not saying Iron Maiden is on the hype train by any means. They're obviously a legacy band, but we only get these legacy bands one way, and that's by having them there nearly every other year. So
yeah.
Could you imagine 10, 15 years when someone's like, oh my God, you've got Bring Me the Horizon headlining again? Really?
Yeah.
Are they gonna,
the granddad's back again.
yeah.
So I was going to say, yeah, if they had that next year, I don't think anybody would complain about it.
No.
The third time in, like I said, another maybe 3 or 4 years, there probably still won't be people complaining about it. But yeah, it will be a long time before people do start complaining if they keep getting them back as much as some of the other bands that they've had. But yeah, they did such a good job that people are going to want them back at the moment.
Yeah.
Mind you, it's been a couple of years now since Maiden have headlined, so that means they're back next year, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Obviously.
Not a fan of that, Stu?
No, not at all. I apologise to any Maiden fans, but I did used to like Maiden, but you see a band so many times, it's just, I'm done now. I want something fresh. I think we need another fresh year next year, in the same way that this year's felt so fresh. I think they just need to keep it going. So, like we said, if we could have maybe Bring Me, I'm basically stealing my wife's prediction here. Bring Me, Paramore, Parkway Drive. If we could have something along those lines where it's just bands that haven't headlined, Bring Me being the exception, maybe they're the new, they've been there, they know what they're doing.
But they have been a headliner, so they're proven. So you're right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then give 2 more bands the chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
Paramore,
just needs to stay fresh,
a
in my
Parkway,
opinion.
a Ghost, someone fresh and new or someone that hasn't played before, a Nickelback, a Blink,
Yeah.
a Foos.
Yeah.
We need names that haven't played Download before with established acts. Yeah,
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm with you with that one.
Yeah, cool. I was trying to think of bands that have headlined other festivals that haven't here. I know Five Finger Death Punch were headliners at some festivals this year. Would you think they could
That
headline?
was a questionable one, whether
Yeah.
they'd be big enough or not, but they seem to come in waves. Five Finger Death Punch fans, like nobody's a Five Finger Death Punch fan, and then all of a sudden they announce a tour and they sell out Wembley. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Because
I don't know where the fans come from, but they're out
probably
there.
off
I
in
think
the
people
army,
might
and they
underestimate.
come back on.
Yeah, people
leave.
might underestimate how much of a big band Five Finger Death Punch actually are.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how good they are live, but could they headline? Probably. Should they? Probably not.
Yeah,
But
I
that's
can
just my
imagine
opinion.
second stage they'd kill it.
yeah. That's what they were booked the last couple
yeah.
of years.
Huge main stage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Let's move on. I would like to carry on that, but we can't really. Not this episode. This is for the fans. This is
Yeah.
for you guys.
This isn't about us.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We just get carried away sometimes. I have lost where we are again. Have we got another written one, or is it another audio clip?
There is another written one.
Okay.
Who is it?
Is you next?
All right. Hold on. Trying to get it
Do you
all
want
in one.
another
Trying to get it
bit
all
of
in
Limp
one.
Bizkit trivia?
Yeah, go on.
A question.
46.
46. Yeah.
What is the question
Who
to that,
is-
Simon?
What?
What is the question to the answer 46?
Oh, I don't know. What's 46?
It's not the meaning of life.
That's 42. Oh, yeah.
Close.
No, if I say fuck 2 more times, it's 46 fuck to the fucked
Oh,
up run.
God, of course. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, sorry. Maybe my
Nice.
wording wasn't very
Nice.
good there. Go on,
Nice.
Stu, sorry.
Who is Fred Durst's favourite motherfucker?
Oh, I can hear it. I can hear the song. You are my favorite motherfucker. Simon will get it before I do.
Wait.
Stumped him. Stumped them both.
That's the beginning of that song I just said about, isn't it? It's a fucked up way and a fucked up way.
Yes.
Shit. I can't remember, dude. That
No?
one stumped me, man. As soon as you say it, I'm going to be like, oh, shit.
It's dedicated to you, Ben Stiller.
Oh,
you are
yeah.
my favourite motherfucker.
I would not have
How
got
did
that.
I miss that? He's at the end of the album. Damn. I fucked up.
Cool.
It's a
I
good one,
told
though.
you, didn't I?
I told you, didn't I?
Right. Simon, you want to read the next one?
Left. Yes. This one is from Easy Lemons. That's a great name. It's Easy Lemons together, and the page is trying to autocorrect it to have a gap. Hi, everyone. Last year was my first download, and I had the best time. It was honestly incredible. As soon as I got there, it felt like a different world, and I forgot about everything outside of the festival. I'm really looking forward to getting back to that feeling of being fully encompassed by the music and friends. Bands I'm really excited to see are Dream State, Limp Bizkit, Defects, Queens of the Stone Age, and Enter Shikari. I think the energy at Limp Bizkit is going to be insane. The first memory I made from last year? That's what it says. First memory I have from last year, I don't really remember, but my group told me about it the next day. I was 18 last year and it was my first download and I'm on the first night. I was out at a DJ set drinking shitty apple cider until 4 a.m. I stumbled back to the campsite and thought I would sit down for a breather before going to bed. Everyone else was asleep at this point. I woke up at 12 the next day in my tent, not remembering a thing. My group told me 2 of them woke me up at 7 a.m. to go to the toilet, and I was sitting there slumped in my chair in the freezing cold, passed out. They shook me awake and threw me in my tent and zipped it up behind me. I love them. It was perfect first night at download, and honestly, I can't complain. I had a blast. I can't wait for this year. I'll see yous all at the meetup. Harley.
Awesome. Good memory.
Good memory.
Good first
Well,
memory.
it's not your memory, it's your friend's
good
memory.
first
but
memory,
yeah.
that one. Yeah.
I think we've all got memories. Well, we've all not got memories like that at download. I've definitely
Yeah.
woke up in my tent in the morning and thought, I legitimately have no idea how I got in here. Like, no recollection at all of how I got back into the tent. So we've all been there. It's all part of the download experience, I think.
Yeah, just no one cares what the hell you do. You could be drunk and disorderly out in town, and you're not going to have a very good time. But you could be drunk and disorderly and do whatever you want to download.
It's true. It is its own little world, isn't it? Like, you can do stuff at download that you would legitimately get arrested for outside. Like, a girl could, flash her tits. A guy walks around with his penis out. No one cares. Guys are weeing up fences. Everyone's drunk and disorderly, just doing whatever the hell they want. And security are just like, as long as someone's fighting or making a fuss, we don't really care. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's great.
Awesome.
Good fun.
Is it another audio one now?
Yes.
Hello friends, my name is Jeff. I've been going to download since 2011, but due to the torrid weather I vowed to never return after 2016. Fast forward to 2023 and I finally returned. They say absence makes the heart grow fonder, and oh baby it did. I had fallen out of sync when it came to rock and metal music for a while, and reuniting with Download has brought back a lot of my passion for music as a whole. The band I most look forward to seeing this year has to be Queens, followed by Limp Bizkit. I have long been a fan of both, and although I have seen Limp Bizkit a few times at Sonosphere, I have never seen them at Download on the main stage, and I watched that 2009 live show of them at Download at the very least once a month. Favourite Download memories may be last year as a whole, or Linkin Park playing Download Theory in its entirety. Let's not talk about England playing afterwards on the second screen stages. Download means an awful lot to me, from how it shaped my relationship with music growing up to making friends for life there too. I've been to festivals abroad and around the UK and nothing really connects as much. This year I am going to be in a hotel like I did last year, but I must say I missed the village and campsite fuckery. Respect, and I hope you all have a sick ass time at Liquid Jeff Presents Download Festival.
Liquid Jeff.
Why are we
voice.
getting
I
so
can
many
imagine you,
awesome people doing these? Like, they're genuinely really funny, some of these.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I can imagine you doing like a audiobook for a Terry Pratchett novel or something.
oh,
yeah.
100%, man.
I was transported to another world just now.
Yeah. Or some kind of really, really passionate professor of some kind of
Yes.
science. Yeah. But yeah, that was cool. Liquid Jeff. And a phrase, well, two phrases that stood out. One being Sonosphere. Simon, I assume that was
Ah!
the other one was campsite fuckery, which I haven't heard for a long
Yes.
time. We haven't said for a long time.
Did you coin that?
Yeah. So
Oh
I
my
think
God.
he must have gone back and listened.
People are using it.
Yeah, he must have gone back and listened to some old episodes recently, because we haven't done that for a long time. We will bring it back, definitely. I promise.
Yes. Yes, we will. Especially after the last few years at Download. If we just say everyone from 22, 23, 24, give us your camp fuckery stories, because people will actually remember them then.
Yeah. That's cool. After this year's reviews, we'll bring back campsite fuckery.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I also just want to touch on what he said about the weather. I do feel like one really bad download year weather-wise can put you off for a little while. Like 2016 is the first time I've been back since 2013. And after 2016, I literally said to Carter, I was like, I'm not sure if I want to go back next year, because that was awful. But we ended up going back and it was fine. But I mean, like, I think that someone with, who doesn't necessarily want to go to download every year, I think that a bad weather year really could put them off for quite a while and stop you going.
Yeah, absolutely. I've said so many times, I ain't coming next year. Look, fuck this. The weather's shit. And it gets to it, and I'm like, well, yeah, but that's going to break my streak. I have to go. All my friends are going.
Do you think your streak's ever going to be broken?
No, probably not. Okay. I mean, it might do. Things could happen,
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
I reckon when your unfortunate time comes, sorry to get morbid, but I think yeah, I think you may end up with a stage named after you.
I reckon. I
will.
Oh
my God!
Let's put that out there now. If I die, get them to name a stage after me. All of you.
Yeah.
Do you know they did the tribute to Lemmy on the main stage that one year?
Yeah, I was.
They're going to do that for Adam Cox.
And now to collect the Adam Cox Award, it's flown all the way over from Scandinavia, it's raunchy.
And we could have Jeff narrate it.
Oh, this is all coming together. This is all coming together now. Now we're talking.
We'll have a specific stage, and it will be the podcast played from start to end.
So every episode.
Every episode.
All 6,000 episodes.
And Jeff can be, I was going to say 75. Hopefully we do get to 6,000 before.
No, you've heard it here. We're stopping at
bucket.
75.
Oh no, I was on about dying after 75.
Oh.
Not saying I want to stop. Stu brought up the fact that I might die soon, so
I've got my eye on his recording equipment and everything.
my seat opposite Simon.
When you do your will, you're going to be like, I leave all of my recording equipment to Stu.
What was it?
I just need to perfect the accent so I can keep it going, so people don't actually suspect he's gone.
Yeah. Right there, Mush. Right now we're going to look at their download. Here we go.
You keep what you kill, so you keep my seat. There you go. That's two Vin Diesel quotes in one episode. Awesome. Let's try and get a third.
Come on.
Yeah. Anyway, we are back to reading these things. I changed them around a bit because I wanted to. It's Stu next.
It's myself. Yep. Are we both ready for the next one? The next one is from Brownie1803. Hey up. This will be mine and the better half's... I've already started. Hey up. This will be mine and the better half's third consecutive download, and we love it. There's nothing finer than waking up with a worn can of lager and getting to knock about with your mates and thousands of other like-minded people, whilst forgetting about the day-to-day problems we all have. This year, I'm looking forward to seeing Pantera, Machine Head, Sleeps, Guilt Trip, and Sum 41, to name a few, as well as checking out all the new stages and activities. Looking forward to meeting you all. Thank you very much, Brownie.
Yeah, very nice. Short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
Yeah. Oh, this is another one from Frank.
There is nothing like a warm beer can at download. Or, if you're lucky and it's a really cold year, if you put them outside of your tent, they're actually freezing cold.
Mm-hmm.
Which is...
Something on...
Go on.
Go on.
No, go on.
No,
Go on.
no,
Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on.
I'm on the spot.
You will.
Come on.
So
a cup of tea,
something what I was
Father.
going to try this year is put the beers under the tent. So
like that.
if you want to keep your beers cold, apparently, hindsight, put some under your tent before you get to bed, and they're nice and crisp for when you
Good
wake
idea.
up.
Yeah.
We should bring a shovel as well. We should just dig a hole and just put them all in the ground.
Yeah.
Just take the top off like that, just a bit of grass, and then everyone just takes their beers out of the ground. That'd be amazing.
Awesome.
We won't be doing
Open it
that.
up and you just gained a badger or something.
Yes. What the fuck is that?
Awesome.
But yeah. Stop yawning on my time!
I heard that before you even said
How
it.
many times
I knew you were
do
going
I
to
have
say
to
that.
tell you this?
I think I kept that in the last episode as well.
You did.
saying that.
You did. Stop. You've just made me sound like such a cunt. And he said, stop yawning on my time.
Yes.
Yes, it is correct. Good stuff.
Thank you, Ethan. That was awesome for that one. The next written message is from Frank Notaro. Hi guys, love the Dear Download podcast with Adam and Simon. Oh, I was going to get Stu to read this one. But no, he does talk about you after anyway. It's my third download this year and the first time doing RIP. Special thanks go to Stu's video and helpful replies to my questions on what to expect from RIP. Looking forward to seeing the pop punk bands this year, especially Sum 41, Bowling for Soup, Wheatus and Busted. Such a weird, brilliant mix this year. Looking forward to meeting you guys in person and having a few beers. Thanks for a great podcast, my man, Frank Notaro.
Nice.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Yes, thank you, Frank. Yeah, when I read it earlier and I read this Adam and Simon bit, I was like, oh, I'm going to get you to read this one. And then realised he talks about you as well anyway, so it wouldn't have been as funny as I was expecting. But yes.
What you don't know is Stu has a whole customer service team that reply to all of the comments on his YouTube. So He's actually outsourced it to India.
Yeah.
It's just like a call center, and they're all just replying to his YouTube comments, like, yeah.
So I've got no idea who Frank Notaro is. I've never heard of this man in my life.
Never, yeah.
Thank you, Frank. I appreciate
that
it.
sounds suspicious. It's like as if I didn't make up that email address and send you a message talking about myself.
That's trying to big up my customer service skills. That's what it's saying.
That's what I should have done. Posed as someone submitting a message.
Why did we not do that? I could have written something hilariously bad about the podcast, and we would have had to have read it out.
Oh well, next time. Right, we've got one written message and one audio clip. I think we should go to the next written one first, and we'll finish up with an audio. Because Simon, I wanted you to read this one. You might be able to decipher it. I'm wondering if Dean was drunk while he wrote this. You know him quite well.
He's always drunk, so he probably was drunk. Yes, so a message from one of our Patreons and a fantastic tattoo artist. He works at the Crooked Rook in Hertfordshire. FYI, he's really good. Dean Delicado, good friend of the podcast and a good friend of mine. I'm not sure what he was on when he wrote this, so just bear with us for a second. He has submitted to us. I would like to submit. It's a great statement to start off with. Just submit it. Don't ask if you can.
Yeah.
If a dog chews shoes, whose shoes does he choose? I think he's going for like a how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood kind of vibe.
That was pretty impressive.
Going on here.
Yeah. And he sent another one 4 minutes later.
And he's 4 minutes later, apparently, he randomly sent another one, which is the sixth sick sheik's sixth sheep's sick.
Yes, Dean, you are going to be at Download with us. We're going to ask you what the fuck you were talking about.
Yeah.
I wonder if you even remember sending those.
When was it? 11:28 p.m. So you definitely had a few beers by that point.
Yeah. Yep.
But thank you, Dean.
Thank you, Dean.
Thank you. You are a supporter of the podcast, so we will allow you to send strange messages into us.
Awesome. And we just have one. Okay. Go on.
You're yawning again.
I know. I didn't get up till 11. Gone 11 today as well.
Oh my God! It's all right for some, isn't it? Jesus Christ.
It's not very often over lying. Not very often at all.
No, that's true. You're an early bird.
Yeah.
You're an early bird.
And the last one is an audio clip, and then we'll finish up after that. 5.
Hi, Adam, Simon, everyone listening. My name is Jonathan. Went to Download for the first time in 2022, believe it or not, to celebrate my 40th. My favourite band, Iron Maiden, were playing, as I'm sure many of you know, and a few other bands that I really love, Megadeth, Barnes, and indeed Kiss. I had such an amazing time that on the Monday we bought, the early bird tickets for what turned out to be an epic Download last year, where we saw Metallica twice. We were there for 4 days. It was fantastic. And repeated the exact same thing, bought early bird tickets for this year. And as I record this, we're only a few weeks away from the festival, and, we're buzzing. Doesn't quite cut it in terms of how we're feeling. Looking forward to seeing Avenged Sevenfold. Been a fan for a long time and never seen them. Looking forward to seeing Pantera. I was a wee bit young, or not quite as into them as I am now, when they were a going concern back in the 90s. So really looking forward to making up for that missed opportunity to see them. And I think the bill kind of from top to bottom over the 3 days is pretty amazing, and just looking forward to being back in that space with all you guys. It's a great community, it's a great atmosphere, it's just a great way to spend 3 days, and hope to see you there.
Awesome. Straight away I was like, have we listened to this one before? Did I duplicate one? But it was just a very similar message, wasn't it? Talking about buying the early bird tickets straight away.
I was thinking while that came on, like while he was talking, I was like, "Is every single person on here that sent us a message bought early bird tickets for this festival?" Like even when people were writing in, like, "Is everyone just buy early bird tickets?" We're missing a trick
maybe.
here. Like we said, we never have any money anyway. So
To be fair, I got early bird this year.
of course, yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, no, another fantastic message. And I think what he was saying about Pantera, I feel exactly the same. Like even though I was massively into Pantera, I had that really quick missed opportunity where I could have seen them. But I feel like for a lot of people that have been into Pantera, I know it's not the Pantera, but to hear those songs live for people that have always wanted to hear Pantera stuff, it's going to be something special. Like genuinely think it is.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm. I think everyone's going to have the opportunity to see them as well. Because by the looks of the set times now, isn't it just going to be Pantera party? It doesn't look like there's anyone clashing with them, to be honest. So I think even if you don't like Pantera, I guess you're going to be watching.
You're going to go watch Pantera.
Yeah.
And unless you completely hate them, like some people do, and refuse to watch them, which I think is understandable.
All that, yeah. But that wait, are they on the second stage?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mate, that might be one of the worst decisions Download have ever made, because Jesus Christ, is that stage going to be rammed?
Yeah. Probably worse than it was for Evanescence last year, and that was busy.
Oh, way worse. It's Pantera, man. Like, it's going to be... We're going to have to... Hopefully none of the... can't remember who's on my Clash Finder, but hopefully there isn't anyone playing that I want to see before them really bad, because I reckon you're going to need to get there 40 minutes at least before Pantera start. Otherwise, you ain't getting anywhere near that stage at all. Nowhere.
No. And
so prior to Pantera is holding absence for yourself, unless you watch him while she sleeps. So while she sleeps, holding absence are on at the same time, and then it's Pantera.
Okay, I don't mind. I love Holding Absence to death, so I will watch as much of Holding Absence as I possibly can until I feel like I have to leave, because I will get to see Holding Absence again, so it's not the biggest deal ever. Yeah, I'll leave it
I thought that.
I'm going to leave early.
I thought that about Linkin Park in 2014.
Oh God, again. You make me feel sick.
Yeah.
Jesus
I was like,
Christ.
I'll see him again so I can go and see Sixth. Yeah, that is the end of all of the submissions from this year's Wednesday morning episode. We hope you all have a good journey. And, you know, this year is going to be one of the best again. I think I said earlier, the fact that we're doing this now, every single year is going to be amazing. Doesn't matter who the lineup is, doesn't matter what we're doing. Meeting you guys as well. A lot of you said that you're looking forward to meeting us. We are so looking forward to meeting you as well. It was one of the best things of last year.
Yeah, definitely. So if you are listening to this on the way to download, oh man, it's just going to be the best. Literally. I like, even just now, I can't wait. And we're recording this before download. So, I can't imagine what everyone is feeling right now if you listen to this on the way. So yeah, buzzing.
Yeah. And yeah, if you want to, if you see us, come and say hello. I think a lot of you will probably know what I look like now. There was a time, probably like the first year, that I hadn't actually shown what I looked like just because we didn't do any video. But I was very surprised that Seegers, even then, recognized me from like one video we did, which was really cool. Hopefully a lot more of you know what I look like now. I know these guys are on YouTube all the time.
The year before that, you got recognized just by speaking.
Yeah.
And someone knew who you were.
Yeah, that was the same year as Seegers, yeah. But that was Asher. Still remember his name. These were two girls. I don't remember their names. I'm sorry. Asher was the one who recognized me. I'll remember you until my dying day, which might be very soon if Stu gets his way.
He's hoping.
But yes, that was...
I'm not that sorry. That was quite
yeah, that was so cool. But yeah, come up and say hello to all of us. We're all very friendly. We're looking forward to meeting you as much as you're looking forward to meeting us. So we can't wait. Have you guys got anything you want to say before signing off as well?
I want to say I've been seething at people in the comments of my YouTube videos because they've been like, "You've cut your hair." Well, that means you haven't watched any of my videos in the last 8 months. So I've just been berating them in the comments going, "I've had short hair for quite a long time." maybe watch my videos, you know? So, yes, for all, I'm only joking. For all of you that don't know, I do not have long hair anymore. So I'm not as easy to spot, but I'll probably be with either Stu or Adam most likely
Chids.
for a lot of the
Yeah,
festivals.
Chids.
So, yeah. And Chid. If you spot Chids, we'll all be there somewhere. Even though he goes up on his own adventures, if you see Chids, he will alert you to our presence, or we will be around him, praising him, worshipping the god that is Chids at all moments of the day.
And it's like Chids is Gollum and you are the One Ring. Chid,
You are his precious.
you are his precious. He wants to put his finger in your ring, Simon. Chids, sorry you aren't Gollum. If you're listening. Well, anyway, sorry, Stu, have you got anything you want to talk about?
No, what about Stu? Tell people where the meetup is happening and where people can come and look at our ugly, ugly faces in real life.
Yes, if you want to come and look at us, we did a meetup last year and it was incredible. Everyone there, I'm sure you'll agree, it was great. This year, it is going to be once again in District X, but we are going to be meeting outside the newly added Ace of Spades, which is a new bar that they've added. So the Ace of Spades tomorrow, Thursday at 6:30 in the evening. Come and see us there.
Yeah.
Bring a drink.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, it's a good area. We got the bar there. We got the co-op quite close. I felt like we were too close to the doghouse and the fairground rides last year, and it was a bit loud. Couldn't always hear what people were saying. You had to shout a little bit. So hopefully we've managed to pick a place that's a bit quieter. And that's going to be, did you say what the time was? It was going to be 6:30.
6:30.
Yeah, cool. 6:30. Thank you for that, Stu. Always the man who is much more organised than we are. It was a good idea. Have you got anything you want to say before we sign off as well? Any messages from you?
I'm just ready to get into it. I think doing this recording now on the Wednesday before download, it's got me pumped. It's got me ready to go. So yeah, looking forward to seeing you all once again. Another family meetup. Yeah, cannot wait to see you all.
Awesome, and me too. So that's it from us. Thank you so much for listening. We're going to have one hell of a weekend. We're looking forward to seeing you all. So it's going to be a thank you. Fucking endings. It's time for us to sign off now. Simon, it's a goodbye from Simon.
Did you just say Simon? It's a
Yes.
goodbye from Simon.
So it's a goodbye from
Okay.
Simon.
Goodbye. Have fun. Love you.
It's a goodbye, have fun, and I love you from Stu.
Goodbye, have fun, I love you.
I thought you were going to add some more for me to say then as well. And then good, thank you. And it's a goodbye, thank you, I love you from me. Goodbye.